Hello everybody, welcome to Card Quest, and today we're going to be talking about some infinite combos. All these combos are broken and should be fixed. I know I've been talking a lot recently about all these broken things, how Magic's broken, all this other stuff, but admittedly, everything we complain about is just annoying to play against. But these infinite combos are pretty much once on the field, you're not going to be able to come back from it. Typically, there's some exceptions, but typically the game is over. One thing about this, none of the cards or combos I'm mentioning are in standard. Thankfully, standard, as much as I dislike it, have no infinite combos to my knowledge. That being said, there could be some that I just don't know. It's quite possible there's some I don't know of. But with that being said, all these are for historic. It doesn't matter if it's for any historic format in Magic Arena. My number one favorite infinite combo. And admittedly, it's not that broken. It kind of is. It is the Veto Thorns of the Dusk Rose and Exquisite Blood. Essentially, what you're going to be doing with this combo is just whenever you gain a life, your opponent loses a life. Whenever your opponent loses a life, you gain a life. It's a constant ping for damage, and you constantly get it back and forth. Admittedly, they can be stopped with a simple destroy target creature, to stop the combo from happening, but without that, the combo is gonna take over and you're gonna win the game. But if you're in a non-Magic Arena environment, playing paper with a group of friends, this combo can wipe out a whole table. But that being said, we're only talking about Magic Arena. And going forward, you really don't see it too often because it's hard to get out, admittedly. It is hard to get out, and there's a lot of counters to it. Mostly destruction. But the next most annoying one, and when you see it play and when you see it on the battlefield, the game's over. It's typically ran in green decks where there's a whole bunch of Mana Dorks and Mana Rocks, and it's Paradox Engine. What this busted card does is essentially untap all non-land permanents you control. At first glance, it's like, yeah, that's good. Till you realize, your opponent has some card draw, probably a Great Henge, some other card draw shenanigans going on with his creatures, and then he's going to keep getting cards. Every time he plays it, untaps it, plays another one. And it could happen until he basically plays his whole deck. I mean, there's really no way around it. Unless if you counter it, you really can't stop it. Or you have a destroy target artifact, but those come far and few between. I mean, I guess you have the exile target permanent, but at the end of the day, stopping someone from playing that is crucial. And typically, people can't get past that. I mean, me personally, I have decks that has that as a combo, and I have came back from having one life left, and that combo just saves the day. I just ramp up, get a whole bunch of creatures on the battlefield, get a whole bunch of life, they all get buff, and you all swing. Without them even able to do a ping of damage. And I think that's just the issue. It's like, yes, the other one we mentioned does ping you for life, does ping you for damage. I mean, yes, ping you for life and damage, same thing. Which is admittedly broken, but there's a lot more destroy target creature spells than destroy artifact. And from some formats that even has that banned. Admittedly, I'm not sure if Modern does, I know Commander. And I'm not quite sure if Pioneer has that one banned, I would have to look. But it's just, for all the power levels and all the other cards in the game currently, I I personally believe that that combo just should not exist, and just in historic as a whole. And I would say until we get more cards that can destroy artifacts, I mean, I think there needs to be like a pseudo ban list for historic, because it's some cards that they've added because it was an expansion set that they did I believe wasn't it no, yeah, it was Kaladesh slash Aether Revolt Remastered, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I'm right. Which just they put it under Kaladesh, which was both of those sets, which admittedly in my opinion is dumb. Very dumb in my opinion. But that's a whole nother video. We can talk about these remastered sets. But the big point is, some of these combos are too big. Too big to stop. I mean, I've seen some other combos go by. I can't remember the cards on top of my head, where you can infinitely create tokens. Or a dumb amount of tokens, but at the end of the day, they still have to swing. With these, it's just kind of game breaking. I mean, you take any deck, and you tell them you're going up against something that can have infinite mana. Essentially, that's what it is. And all you could just infinite tapping ability. It's just stupid, honestly. And I don't think it's not currently too big in the meta, just because it's unrealistic to put in a deck. Because you have to get it with tokens. Magic Arena hasn't had that as a standard set. So until then, what can we really say? I mean, at the end of the day, we all know Wizards is going to do something to try to fix it. Who knows? But we can only see. I can't see the future. We can't see the future. No one can see the future, let's be real. I know for a fact it's broken. I don't know what else to say. But with that, guys, I want you guys to have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Drop a comment. With that, I will see you guys next video.